The wolf in sheep's clothing. Once upon a time, in a peaceful countryside village surrounded by rolling green hills, there lived a kind shepherd who cared deeply for his flock of sheep. Each morning, with the gentle rise of the sun, he led his sheep to a vast, green meadow where the grass was fresh and plentiful. The sheep trusted him completely, for he protected them from any dangers that lurked nearby, always ensuring their safety and well-being. Not far from this meadow, in a dark and dense forest, lived a cunning and hungry wolf. This wolf had attempted numerous times to attack the flock, but each effort was thwarted by the shepherd's watchful eyes and loyal dogs. As days turned into weeks, the wolf grew thinner and weaker, hunger gnawing at him as he became increasingly desperate. One fateful evening, while scavenging near the forest's edge in search of food, the wolf stumbled upon a sheepskin lying abandoned near a bush. It seemed to have been lost or left long ago by one of the sheep. An idea sparked in the wolf's greedy mind. If I wear this sheepskin, I can disguise myself as one of the flock, he thought, a sly smile spreading across his face. The shepherd and his dogs won't recognize me. I can walk among the sheep freely, and when the time is right, I will feast upon the fattest one. Without hesitating, the wolf draped the sheepskin over his body, adjusting it carefully until he looked almost exactly like a sheep. Though his movements were subtly different, he practiced walking slowly and lowering his head like the sheep. Satisfied with his disguise, he set off toward the meadow. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, the flock grazed peacefully. The wolf stealthily slipped among them, and none of the sheep noticed the newcomer in their midst. They continued munching on the grass, blissfully unaware of the danger standing among them. The wolf felt a surge of excitement as he thought, at last, my hunger will be satisfied. Soon, the shepherd began gathering his sheep to return them to the safety of the pen for the night. One by one, the sheep obediently followed him, and the wolf, still disguised, joined the procession, walking calmly into the enclosure along with the rest of the flock. The pen was strong and secure, built to protect the sheep from predators, but now it had inadvertently trapped a predator within. The shepherd counted his sheep, oblivious to the fact that one among them was not what it seemed. After ensuring that everything was in order, he locked the gate and returned home, leaving the dogs to settle down as silence enveloped the area under the night sky. Inside the pen, the wolf waited eagerly, his eyes gleaming in the darkness as he observed the sheep settling to sleep. Some lay quietly, while others softly bleated before closing their eyes. The wolf licked his lips, whispering to himself, soon, when it is darker and the flock is fast asleep, I will choose the fattest sheep and sneak away. Tonight, I will finally have a grand meal. As time passed slowly, the moon rose high, casting a pale light over the land. The wolf readied himself to strike. Just as he prepared to make his move, however, an unexpected sound interrupted his plans. The gate of the pen creaked open, and the wolf froze in place. A man entered, holding a lantern. It was one of the shepherd's servants, who had been tasked with bringing a fat sheep for supper that evening. The servant looked around carefully, raising his lantern to inspect the flock. The sheep stirred slightly in their usual comfort, unaware of the lurking danger. The wolf's heart raced. Stay calm, he thought, desperate to maintain his disguise. The servant walked slowly among the flock, searching for the perfect sheep. As fate would have it, the wolf, ensconced in the thick sheepskin, appeared larger and fatter than the actual sheep. The servant halted before the wolf, stating to himself, this one looks perfect. Before the wolf could react, the servant seized him, and the wolf, fearing exposure, did not dare to reveal his true nature. In his desperate attempt to avoid detection, the wolf sealed his own fate. The servant carried the wolf away, unaware of the predator he had caught. Panic-stricken, the wolf lamented, this cannot be happening. I only wanted to trick the sheep, not become the prey myself. That night, as the shepherd and his guests enjoyed a hearty meal, they were blissfully unaware that they were feasting on the very wolf that had conspired to deceive them. Thus the wolf's cunning plan unraveled into his own downfall, teaching a valuable lesson. Those who attempt to deceive others often end up being deceived themselves.